I've just arrived in Vietnam. This is my 5th visit of this Southeast Asian country. In this video I tell you what you should do and what you should look out for when arriving in Vietnam. This way you won't make the same mistakes I've made on my previous visits. I'll show you how I arrive in Hanoi, but most of the tips and tricks I show you, you can apply in the whole of Vietnam. Now sit back and relax. Those are the 32 essential tips and tricks for arriving in Vietnam. I've just passed border security and straight away I'd like to give you the first 3 tips. The first one, obviously, you need to check if you need a visa. Now I'm from the Netherlands and 12 other European countries have been added to the list of visa exemptions, meaning that most of the European countries, including the UK, can enter Vietnam without applying for a visa. You'll get 45 days once you arrive. Unfortunately for my American friends and for my friends down under, you still have to apply for a visa. I've noticed that some people have been paying unnecessary fees, so I put the right link down in the description of the official visa website. It only took me 10 minutes to go through immigration, but it might take longer than 45 minutes, so hit the toilet if you think you might need it and make sure you have some water and stay hydrated. Once you pass border security, you can get your luggage, and then if you have nothing to declare, you can walk straight out. Oh, I'm okay, thank you. The friendly Vietnamese people are waiting for you right at the exit. They're offering taxi services. I took 2 million out, which cost me $74. It's also possible to exchange your money here. I wouldn't exchange a lot of money here at the airport because the fees are quite high. For 10 USD, I've got a local SIM from Vitel. Vitel is one of the best SIM cards here. I do not use an eSIM because several eSIM companies have been approaching me and I've tested a few of them. And no eSIM really gave me very high speed internet. This is one reason of why I always choose to get a SIM card at the airport. You're supporting the people who are actually working there as well.
Thank you.
How are you? Yeah? What's your name?
Yeah, my name is Kian.
Thank you, Mr. Keen. It is important to get yourself a local SIM card in case you want to get Grab and you want to have internet for the entire time. This trip I've organized via Vietnam Escape Tours and they arranged a private driver for me here at the airport. Thank you. In case you want to get a taxi, expect to pay between 15 and 25 US dollars. And it's also possible to take a local bus. This will be less than 4 US dollars. This is really for budget travelers. I do not recommend this. I just recommend getting into a taxi straight away. Either way, it's Grab or a driver from your hotel. This is also possible whenever you book your hotel in the old quarter, that's where we're heading to. The hotels will often offer you a taxi ride from $12, $13 already. This journey will take about 45 minutes. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Tạm biệt, cảm ơn. Tạm biệt, cảm ơn. Xin chào. These are 3 words that you're gonna have to learn when you're coming to Vietnam. I just got dropped off at Central Teak. I'm staying in an old colonial building built in the 1920s in a cute little room for less than 30 US dollars. It is clean. And this building is located in the best area in Hanoi. This is the old quarter. This is where you want to be if you are staying here for a few days and you want to have a good impression of the city. There are 2 more interesting areas for you to check out. This is the French Quarter, which is located closer to museums, a little bit more upscale, I would say. And the expat area is near Tay Ho. This is the West Lake of Hanoi. Okay guys, you had a long journey, you are tired, but keep on smiling. This is probably the best tip I can give you. Wherever you go in Southeast Asia, a smile goes a long way. I still see quite a lot of tourists because they're confused, they're not smiling, they're just walking, being grumpy. No guys, spread the smile. Give the smile to everyone you see. At the front downstairs it didn't look like much, but I ended up in this restaurant upstairs with a little balcony overlooking a busy street, one of the busy streets of Hanoi. I ordered a noodle soup, a fresh juice. One thing I've learned of ordering fresh juices that you always have to ask without sugar, otherwise they add quite a few spoons of sugar to your fresh juice. One other tip I'd like to give you is bring some small notes or try to break up your big notes. I tried to pay with the 500,000 which just came out of the ATM. And they didn't have change. They do appreciate it when you have small notes on you. It happens quite often when you pay with big notes that you have to wait and the person has to go to the neighbor to break the note. So whenever you can break your notes, that gives you less inconvenience whenever you pay with cash money. Don't drink tap water. You can get very sick of that. And you shouldn't worry too much about ice in your drinks. Most ice is made with filtered water and it's very safe to consume. And this crosswalk doesn't mean anything. If you cross, you're gonna have to communicate and look and feel what the traffic is doing. My first beer hoi in many, many years. I thought Hanoi lost it, but actually if you look hard enough, they still have it. They have these cakes where they pour beer in the glass. It's actually a decent beer. Tastes a bit sweaty, maybe. There's some twang to it, but it's not a bad beer. This beer costs only 10,000. It used to be 5,000, I believe. But a decent sized beer for less than 50 cents. It is good to be back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just gonna have a few drinks here, hit the hay, and then I'll see you in the morning. Good morning, good morning. Don't forget to bring the right adapters. You can use A types, C types and F types to charge your phone here in Vietnam. The sound of Vietnam, people are shouting, there's traffic going by, there are people blowing the horn. It is 8:30 and the perfect moment to start the day with an egg yolk coffee. This type of coffee originates from the 1940s when there was a milk shortage here in Vietnam, and one barista thought it was a good idea to whisk in an egg yolk. And seriously, you cannot leave Vietnam before you've tried this. Nowadays they also use condensed milk, so it is actually quite a sweet coffee. You're gonna have to treat yourself once in a while. Tipping is not mandatory, but they do appreciate it. I would give a 10% or 20% tip if you really enjoyed the service. Vietnam has a lot of delicious food and it's nothing like the restaurants from back home. There's a lot of street food available and you might be afraid for food poisoning. If that's the case, don't worry. There are a lot of proper hygienic restaurants available throughout the country. For example, the most tasty banh mi has pate on it. It's pork liver. And a lot of stalls, street food stalls, they have this pork liver exposed without being chilled, etc. If you go to a restaurant like this, it should be safe. Let me take us back to the accommodation I'm staying. I'm meeting Hannah. She's a local lady and she can tell us exactly what we shouldn't miss when visiting Hanoi.
The guests, when they stay in Hanoi, they're going to have two areas that they can choose. One is Old Quarter One, which is why we're in the heart of it right now. There is an area that just very near to Old Quarter, within walking distance, and you still can see everything.
Is that the French Quarter?
That is the French Quarter.
Okay.
Some of the attractions like Opera House, like Halal Museum, like Woman Museum.
Do you see people making the same mistake over and over again when foreigners coming to Hanoi?
When you book the accommodation, you need to really understand the nature of Hanoi. It's a city of Vietnam that has a very rare type of architecture, a very narrow house, and you're gonna see the house is next to each other, like sharing the same wall. So basically, you're gonna have the rooms with some rooms not even with the window.
The buildings are quite narrow.
Yeah.
Standard room, often without window.
Yeah.
Because I'm here also as a tourist and I'm also filming, but I'm a little bit embarrassed sometimes for fellow tourists who are coming and they just point the camera and they shoot.
Yeah.
Like, whoa, we should ask before we take picture or filming straight in someone's face. I think it's very impolite. Do you see any other things of tourists which are like misbehaving?
People are bargaining in the morning. For the Asian tradition, not only Vietnam, we kind of like seeing it as a bad luck if we do it in the morning.
Ah, so don't bargain too much in the morning.
Don't bargaining too much in the morning, or don't go shopping in the early morning. In Hanoi, we don't use tuk-tuk, we use Cyclo.
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 Ah.
Right now we have a Cyclo that they're gonna drive you around in the old quarter. I think that is the most gentle and slow way to really experience the pace of
So
the street.
a gentleman cycling.
Yeah, and you're gonna sit in front of him.
I want everyone who's watching now do this. Like
Yeah.
what you say, you're supporting directly the local business,
Yeah,
local people.
yeah.
So everyone please do so. I want people to be prepared. How much roughly should they
Yeah.
expect to pay?
The price right now is around $5 to $7 for
Yeah.
1 hour. 45 minutes to 1 hour to go around the old quarter.
Dress modestly. Even if it's very hot, it's appreciated when you cover your shoulders and your knees, especially if you visit the local markets or temples. Between 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. it can be extremely hot and humid, so schedule in some relaxation time at the pool or even a nap. This will make your journey a lot more pleasant, especially for the ladies. Always carry tissues with you. The public restrooms often don't have toilet paper. Queuing is flexible. Do not get annoyed if you're leaving some space. Whenever you queue in front of you, people tend to move forward and skip ahead of you. Respect local customs. Take off your shoes when entering someone's home and never touch someone's head. Also these cutie Vietnamese children. No. Don't touch the head. Avoid public conflict, meaning whenever something is going wrong, there's a mix-up. Stay calm, be respectful. Everything is going to be okay. You are not the center of the universe. Enjoy Vietnam. Driving a motorbike in Vietnam is one of the coolest things to do, but if you're not experienced, I do not recommend driving inside of the bigger cities. Maybe you should consider to get yourself an easy driver. This is a local person, an experienced driver who's driving you around the landscapes of Vietnam. Vietnam has a lot of tour operators inside of the country, especially here up north in Hanoi. Now, it is also possible, of course, to book your trip in advance. I highly recommend Vietnam Escape Tours. In the near future, I'll be sharing some of the experiences Vietnam Escape Tours is offering. Here's a bonus tip for you. Put away your phone, stop taking pictures, look people in the eye, smile, have conversations, enjoy Vietnam. Thank you all for watching till the very end. I'd like to say from the north of Vietnam, in Hanoi, bye for now, and stay champ.